YouTube, Kurt Curtis. In today's video, we're going to be going over the preview for 2025 Topps Universe WWE. So, from my understanding, I thought this was originally supposed to be the next set, and then I heard rumors that Exalted was going to be the next set, and Universe was going to be pushed back. And then, as far as I understand, on November 21st, Exalted was supposed to drop, but now we're getting a preview for Universe. And the pre-orders for this are actually going to be November 17th. So I imagine we're getting Universe now first because they're dropping the preview for it. I don't know when this comes out. I don't know when Exalted is supposed to come out. I don't know if these are going to be coming out both kind of relatively soon. I'm not really sure what's going on. If anyone has some info, let me know in the comment section. However, we do have the preview for Universe, so that's what we're going to go over here today. And it's looking pretty cool. Let's check this out. So 2025 Topps Universe WWE is set to make a smashing debut in the industry. Here we have what I imagine would be the base card with Penta. This may or may not be a parallel. I'm not really sure. So I kind of like the design of this card, or at least like the base design here. However, the one thing to point out is the actual photo of the wrestler is a little bit small if you compare it to like the rest of the card, but I do like the design. And I never thought I'd say this, but I am grateful for a color photo of a wrestler. We haven't had color photos for wrestling cards from Topps since Chrome came out. So finally we get some color photos for wrestling cards. Took so long. I'm like, I don't think it's that much to ask for, but finally it's here. We got some real colorful cards for once in a long time, almost a year, which is crazy. Hobby boxes of the bold new product give collectors 2 autographs and 1 relic. A Topps.com pre-order is slated for November 17th, like I mentioned. So in this set, every box is going to have 2 autos and a relic. So this is the first time a Topps set from WWE, since they've regained the license, are going to have relic cards. So we're going to see some of those pretty soon here. The base checklist will run 300 cards and feature a variety of talent from the WWE ranks. Set to eccentric designs, collectors will find current standouts, Hall of Famers, and rising prospects on the checklist. Every wrestler will also have a full spectrum of colorful parallels. Here we have another parallel version of Liv Morgan. So that's why I imagine this is going to be the base design. Looks pretty cool, not too bad. Collectors have plenty of options when it comes to signatures, which are signed on card. So one thing you do got to give Topps credit for is all these products that have come out for wrestling have been on-card autos, and it looks like they're not changing. With Panini, it was rare that we got on-card autos, so that is a huge plus. Sets include autographs, just regular autographs, next-level autographs, which you see here with Trick Williams, and title marks autographs. So for this next-level auto, with Trick Williams, I like the top portion of the card, like the photo and the design of the top half of the card. But the bottom, to me, looks way too busy. They crammed all the info on the bottom where the auto is. You got the Topps logo, you got the numbering, you got the WWE logo, you got the NXT logo with another WWE logo on top of it, and you have the wrestler's name printed, and you have the auto all jammed in that bottom portion of the card. So I'm not really too fond of this design here, although the top portion is awesome. It is what it is. We'll see some more autograph versions in a little bit. Autographed relics include title marks, relic autographs, and tag team dual autographs. So not only are we going to have relics, but we're going to have auto relics, and we're also going to have tag team auto relics. An example we have here is of the Usos. This card looks clean. I really like this tag team version of a dual auto and dual relic. The pictures of the wrestlers, once again, are relatively small, but with a dual auto, it's understandable, especially a dual auto relic. You got to fit the relics, you got to fit the autos. So I actually like the design of this. This looks pretty clean. Ringside relics provide collectors a piece of memorabilia without the signature. So here it's just going to be a regular relic called Ringside Relics with Seth Rollins. The actual relic is pretty big. I'm not a huge fan of this design, though. It kind of reminds me of like a Star Trek card or something like that. This one is not really for me, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, among the inserts in the product are Masked, Rage, and WWE Together. We're going to get to all these in a minute, but right now we have the Together insert with a masked Kane and kind of like an old school-ish Undertaker. This one doesn't look bad. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I don't hate it either. Kind of just have to see this in hand and probably see the other versions, but this is not too bad. imagine we're going to get like tag teams, maybe rivalries and stuff like that, friendships. So here we have the Brothers of Destruction. So we are going to take a look at some more images, a lot more images of the set in a minute here, but we don't know how many cards per pack, how many packs per box, or how many boxes per case yet. The set size is 300 cards, so everyone's wrestler is probably going to be in this set. Whether or not it's an NXT person that barely anyone knows, or it's a legend or a top star, like everyone should be included with a 300 card checklist, I would imagine. Probably people will have multiple cards too, possibly. 2 autographs and 1 relic in a hobby box, that's not too bad. Kind of like the format that Select used to have. So let's take a look at some other examples of cards. Right here we have just the regular autographs version. This is a Stephanie Vicaire auto. This looks pretty cool. I like this. Problem is, though, that the big white space for the auto, if they just sign the auto towards the bottom, it's kind of a lot of extra space coming up the left side of the card. However, that could leave room for some inscriptions. So that could be a thing. But if someone just signs it normally, like you kind of see here, you got a lot of extra white space on the card, but I have a feeling that will be used for inscriptions. We'll just have to wait and see. This one's a lot better than the NXT one with Trick Williams, in my opinion. Next up, we have auto relic of Cody Rhodes. This actually looks pretty cool. The relic in this, I know this is just a mock-up, but the relic of this looks sick. Like if this was the actual version of the card, like a Cody card, with that like red, white, and blue, and then the auto on the bottom. This one's not too bad. Event used material. I'm liking this one so far. Next up, we have a Dazzling Debuts. Looks like an insert of the Wyatt 6. This one's numbered out of 99. A lot of wrestlers to fit on one card. This one, I don't hate it. I don't love it either. But I have a feeling some of these might look better or worse depending on what kind of color parallel it is. Or all the members of the Wyatt 6 on a card is pretty sweet. A lot of people are going to love that. So not too bad. Next up, we got the Legends auto of John Cena. Now, out of all the autograph sets that we've seen, this one is my favorite by far. It just looks clean. Got awesome photo on the top. You got this room for the auto, and there is some extra stuff, but there's not all this extra stuff everywhere. This is my favorite version of the autos that we've seen so far, the Legends auto. And with Cena, that's going to be a huge chase, especially with his retirement tour winding down. Next up, we have an interesting Cody card. I'm not actually sure if this is a relic, like a manufactured relic with the WrestleMania logo here, or if that's just like part of the card. I imagine it would be the relic because the other relic was a circle. So I'm not sure kind of what's going on with this one. It's more of an action shot. Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I don't know. Not a huge fan of this one, but I really don't know if it's a relic or just a logo. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have the masked insert. And my God, look at this card of Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. This is crazy looking. These, I have a feeling, are going to be pretty popular with this set. Just like how the Dark Energy cards were pretty popular. So with masks, obviously, you're going to only have like certain wrestlers that qualify for this insert. And a lot of them are going to be creepier. Like Kane, for example, I imagine might be in this. And then we got Bray Wyatt. And I wonder if there's going to be parallels of this too. This looks pretty sick. Maybe it's just the Bray Wyatt version of the card, but this is pretty cool. I have a feeling this is going to be a popular insert in the set. And then last up, we have the Rage insert of CM Punk. I actually like this one. This looks pretty cool. And yeah, I don't really have too much to say about it, but it does look pretty clean. And that's going to do it with the examples. So there's some things I like about this set just based off of this preview and some things I don't. I like the base card design. Some of the cards look a bit crowded. And so this kind of reminds me like of a mashup of like AEW Metal Universe and Panini Revolution, like thrown together, and they kind of got this set. So I don't know, some people might like that, some people maybe not. I like the fact that there's 300 cards in the checklist. I like the fact that we're getting relics, not only relics, but dual relics, dual auto relics, and auto relics. We have several different autograph sets. Some are better than others, in my opinion. The Legends ones I really like. Some of the inserts are pretty cool. The base design is pretty solid, in my opinion. And most importantly, all the cards are in color from what I've seen so far. So that is a definite plus. Let me know what you guys think. If anyone has any info on when this is technically supposed to be released or what's going on with Exalted and or Topps Universe. It looks like we're getting this one first, since we got a preview, and let me know if you're going to be participating in breaks or picking up some boxes. I don't know how much this is going to cost. I imagine it'll be expensive just because people are going to hype it up. And yeah, I wonder what the actual price is going to be if you can get it in pre-order, and then what it's going to be afterwards. Most likely won't be opening this because I imagine it'll be over $300, probably more. But if by any chance it's like way less than that, I might pick up a box, but I just can't justify spending like close to $1,000 on like a hobby box. I'd rather just purchase singles at that point. But maybe I'll hop in some breaks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching, as always. Till next time.